Wendy Cook, and this is my business partner, Vicki Crossland, and we're here at Better World Studios with Hoya and Amy. So can you tell us a little bit more about Better World Studios?
I don't mind starting. Here we are in Hickman Hall, a building in Graniteville, South Carolina, that was essentially the textile manufacturing center for the area. And we are sitting in what is emerging as a fiber arts school. Better World Studios' mission is to foster creative community through the arts. And Hickman Hall is the place that found us, and we now have the privilege of calling home. So we are in, with, and for Graniteville, South Carolina.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's a great space here.
It offers you a lot of areas for artists and people to come and enjoy. And the light's really fabulous overall in most places.
Every floor.
Every floor.
How did this come about?
I think,
what's your vision here in Graniteville?
very briefly stated, I would say it came about because I think what I found, Aiken has a lot of people that come here through retirement. And I think what finally happens for us of our generation is you get to a point where you can just do what brings you joy. And I think whatever age, what brings you joy is the opportunity to be creative. I know that I met Amy when I refound the opportunity to be creative.
So this wasn't your background? Really?
No, my background is making good trouble. And I started
Good trouble.
Yeah.
I met her for a few minutes, already knew that.
I was a radical educator during the 70s, and then I went off to the Caribbean to reclaim Spanish and practice as a workplace improvement consultant. And then Hugo came along and blew me back to the States, where I was in DC working as a federal contractor and trying to save a professional development nonprofit that had essentially been very central in forming me. And then I, in my mid-40s, I married Fed, who was looking forward to getting out of DC. And he finally dragged me, and we all over the place, really. But then we found South Carolina.
So what about you, Amy?
I've always been in the arts. My degree is in art, and I was very active in the communities that I've lived in forming after-school art programs or working with different opportunities in the arts, especially with children. So that was one of my first loves, because when I came from Central Arkansas, and there they did not have art in the schools. And so I was able to work with the school system that my kids went to get a grant to help put together an art program.
Nice.
So between you, you have really good background in how to create a space for artists and for really multi-generations, because you probably love with the young people.
I love all ages, but
and people who get to a point they can do what they want. This is great too.
Yes. The way that I referred to it as we got to know each other and then found this mission is that I'm good about the what. I can envision. She's the how. She's going to make sure that it gets done. Everything she touches is creative.
I loved hearing your guys' vision of what you see in Graniteville. So can you share like what your vision is that later on in the future, what you're hoping to see surrounding around here? Does that make sense?
well, if you look, if you could see out the windows, there's a lot of abandoned buildings. And what I envisioned was an active, creative studio space for future artists, a place that was affordable housing for young artists. I could see a vibrant community where people would want to come and just share everyday life.
So I'm getting, it was more kind of like you're hoping it'll be like more of like an art district.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. You could, as soon as you drive in here, as this dream is realized, what you will see is public art murals. What you
I
will
love
hear
art
is
murals.
musicians. There'll be rhythm. There'll be spoken word events. The creativity of gardening. So there'll be flowers and fruits and vegetables.
Community gardens. And
Definitely community
Right.
gardens
I
and a
love
place
the
to share.
vision, and I can
Yeah.
see that when you join. I can just see it very colorful.
And I can see this is a area that would be ripe for it.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
It's perfect.
You know, and it's close to a lot of, major cities, and just easy drive, and it's really cool anyway, the history. If anybody learned about Graniteville in general, and because it was a vibrant area at one point, and there's a lot of cool things happening in this Graniteville area, just like the lofts and some other businesses coming in here.
What I do want to add is we've been here now for about 2.5 years almost. And in the process, we have met Granitevillians, third generation.
Granitevillians, I love that.
Yes, and if we don't like them, well, I call them Granite villains. But a Granitevillian, yes, is somebody who is part of this community, has been incubated in this community, and emanates a love and feel for community. And what community is interpersonal. It's a connection. It's a feeling of belonging. And I feel in my 8th decade that we as a society are relinquishing that and losing that. And I think having the opportunity through the arts to restore that and demonstrate that that really is what life is all about, is to live, work, play, help, support together.
Communication,
tell
really.
them the full mission statement.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, because just to know about what Better World is doing here, because there's so many things happening. It's unbelievable.
So our mission statement says that Better World Studios fosters creative community through the arts for a more expressive, just, and sustainable world.
I love it.
And this building has 3 floors and a wing that really provide every opportunity for visual arts, for the fiber arts that was once the heart of this textile manufacturing community.
It's like a nod to them.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, the inspiration for this school was a young graduate who grew up in Gilbert and is a product of the textile communities. And she said, I always had a dream to establish a fiber arts school to honor the industry of the region. And I got one of those, I think
You just came in, you just got it down.
Yes.
Did you share that with me?
Yes,
gotta
that's what
chill.
happened to me. And every time I convey Mackenzie's vision and see it beginning to emerge here, I know those goosebumps is because the road is rising to meet us, and it was meant to be.
So how does it work here? Can you go in a little bit more detail, like how you do programs here, or how people rent out rooms, or for studio
Or even as a
areas,
facility to
or-
utilize it, because I
'cause
think
then
you have rentals.
exhibits too for show. So you have a lot of stuff going
It's
on.
very organic right now because there's not too many startups that buy 12,000 square foot buildings and try to figure out, now, how are we going to do this? So it's
a big building.
It's a big
It's a
building,
beautiful
and the
building.
building is very, very available to the mission. Getting the people aligned and coordinated so that we can occupy this building to its full potential has been a learning process.
It has been, and it really takes a good amount of volunteers to come in and step into what this mission is for this community, because there are so many opportunities. And those who are here, who are renting studio space, because there are studio spaces available, become a part of the building's working system.
Yes. We don't have employees, we have volunteers and members. We're working right now to renew our membership process. We've lost our media person We don't have, right now, if anybody would like to be a treasurer that is good with numbers and accounting, we need a good business person who really can feel and work with where we are, who we are, and the vision that we represent. Anybody else that wants to teach or wants to learn, please contact us.
How do you share? I mean, because honestly, I never knew you were here.
I
And I mean,
didn't know you guys were here.
and I know
until
you found
Marley
out through your daughter
volunteered,
from,
yeah.
I guess, the art teacher.
Yeah, so she.
Are you her art teacher?
No, she came to the high school,
Uh-huh.
but she worked with me one day. It was wonderful.
Volunteer.
Yeah, Marley
Yep.
loved it, and when I came to pick her up, she's like, "I love it here. I want to volunteer here more." And so you can just kind of share. I guess she was doing a class. For the youth.
We just finished an exhibit here called Faces and Figures, where we featured accomplished artists in their field of portraiture and figure painting, and that exhibit not only showed their work, but it showed their process. And so it was really an exciting exhibit. And a piece of that exhibit was to have a youth program where the theme was Faces and Figures for Youth, to come in and have a creative time of exploring how you want to express your expression of the faces and figures. So I was looking for volunteers, and fortunately your daughter showed up and helped. But that's how that particular exhibit had that component. And that's something that I think Better World Studios wants to build on and increase, is a youth aspect and an opportunity for kids to come in and to volunteer and to see working artists, because we do have several studios that are occupied with working artists, and to see their process. And
I would say Marley thought it was fascinating to see, especially she got someone drew her face, and so to see that process, she thought it was amazing. But that's how we found out about it.
And I went to your website, and your website is extremely well done, whoever did it, and it answered a lot of questions for me once I knew was here. And so we're hoping to get the word out also by our YouTube and some social media. But I do think it's really quite interesting, and I love your vision. I love seeing, unique things happen, and opening up the doors for more people. And so what would be a good way for people to contact you? Just your website, and we could put it up there.
Well, the website is one way. info@betterworldstudios.org is one way. Right now, as far as phoning, the best way is to text 803-634-0564, and that will get the connection started. We also have some community engagement projects with the county. We're going to be creating some, what are they called? They're called where you put fishing line. We're gonna decorate and make artistic these big PVC things. And we're also looking, we rescued a bunch of chairs when Etheridge Center was getting remodeled. And so we have a bunch of chairs that we would like to have sponsored and be turned into art objects. Because they're, so we're looking for some folks that might like to repurpose a chair in a creative way. Because the chairs do look like they came from a dumpster, but they're functionally good. They're just aesthetically a little
They just need some love and color.
Well,
yes.
Life.
Yes.
I love repurposing.
Me too.
She's a great person for that.
Yeah, except I work too much in real estate, so I need to
There you go. You need to get more involved.
I need to retire
and get more involved.
More involved.
Yes.
That stage.
So I do have one other question. Is you have an exhibit going on that's being put up now? Can you share a little bit about that?
Okay. It is our second May that we have dedicated to youth. And this year it's just over the top. So we have kindergarten through college. It's the title of the program is called Grown Up Round Us, or GURU. And
There's some great pieces
It's
down there.
it really will, for at least the month of May, be available for anybody that wants to inspire young people or appreciate the value of young people's art engagement. There is a reception, free to the public. Next week, it begins at 6 and will go until we're tired.
Friday night.
Friday night, yes.
So are there any other exhibits that you're having planned for the future that you can kind of share?
Well, yes.
Or look out for?
Absolutely. I think I originally thought our down month was going to be July, but the exhibit, there was a displaced group of artists from Augusta. They lost their venue, and the leader of this group is a fashion designer. So it's going to start with her group of artists. It's going up in July. And then Felina Martin is going to be teaching. This is really consistent with our mission because it's going to be dealing with fiber arts, but it's going to be fashion design with repurposed materials.
Oh, that'd be
That
fun.
sounds
And then
so
it's
fun.
going
I
to-
would just want to see that.
I
it's
should have
going
worn
to-
my thing.
I could be a model for that.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Come on.
I'll do that.
And she's working to have an event fashion show that's going to tie into Fashion Week in Augusta, because we really are working to collaborate with the creation of what's being referred to. I don't know how formal it is yet, but the Arts and Heritage Center, which is kind of like our big sister organization in North Augusta, their board president has dubbed it the Art Crescent.
Oh, cool.
And so it's going to swing right through. It's a creative way of reflecting arts in the CSRA.
That's what I was just going to say. I love the fact that this is just not an Aiken thing. It's a CSRA thing.
Absolutely.
It's we have across the river. We got we're bringing the people across the river, and we're sharing and going back and forth.
Exactly.
And that's one thing I would say about the community. I've seen the change over years. We're not just one county, one place. We really are
Right.
the center Savannah River area.
And we really are living
Which is
into that. The
beautiful.
Greater Augusta Arts Council sponsored our Black History Month Voices of the Diaspora this February, which was really wonderful. And then we had this magnificent Faces and Figures. We had a huge abstract exhibit that Helene kind of disrupted the social engagement part of it last fall. But it essentially inaugurated a lot of interest and attention to abstract art. I know that Arts and Heritage just had a very successful abstract art exhibit, and ours is going to be in October, and there's going to be I don't remember exactly how it was, masquerade ball or something in the Halloween. I'm
that's
still
always
looking
fun.
to work with the concept of service and gratitude, with Gratitude for Service in November, honoring our public services and veterans. And
So many
we'll go into
thoughts.
I know,
Thanksgiving.
there's so many things.
And Graniteville's tree lighting ceremony. They just had their fishing rodeo. We participated in that. They resurrected it once we were here. Had their second annual
Yeah.
Bigger and Better fishing rodeo.
And it was well attended.
Yep. And the tree lighting ceremony will be again, and then we'll have an artisan market for the holidays.
That's fun.
Yes.
So if someone wanted to donate or
Please do. Yes.
So how can they get, because I think you said it's by you call it a membership or
Well,
like,
membership is one revenue source, but there are bigger and better ways to show support. If you really want to be a miracle worker, you could help us get out from under our mortgage and come join us in freeing us up so we own the whole building and aren't bleeding in interest. The overhead charges, that's one of the reasons why we don't have an executive director. Right now, what revenue we have is really going
Maintaining.
to this, to just maintaining this building. And she's old, and
So we need an angel
we
here.
do.
We're looking
Or
for
a
angels.
group of angels, a
Group
flock of
a flock of
angels.
angels to fly.
and there's
That believe in the
so-
arts and the importance
So
of it.
many opportunities, and it really is a collaboration with all of the communities within Aiken County. I mean, it's not just
And
this.
really, we're an
It's-
artsy area.
Right.
Really, we are.
We are.
I just think honestly, I think you will get, because not that many people, I don't think, know about this.
No, it's
And so
it's
trying to spread the
best little
word.
secret
Yeah. Again, I
We need to
thought it was
tag all our
fascinating.
teachers, everybody,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I think the
parents and stuff.
program downstairs is going to begin to help as everybody that comes into this grand old lady called Hickman Hall goes, wow. But this grand old lady is old, and so we're having lighting issues. I've got the electrician coming back to do some upgrade and repair, so we have appropriate lighting for our displays and our events. And so, you know, yeah.
It's a good spot. I think once you get the word out, a lot more people will come, and there's probably people that love to get a studio or do and volunteer and then just write a big check to you.
Well, and I think that I'm hoping too, not only would they be inspired to support in that way, but they would be inspired to say, how can I be a part of this
Right.
larger part of this
involved.
wonderful little community? What could I add to it? Because there's
I appreciate
so
your
many.
passion and your vision. I really do. It's really, it's refreshing. Sometimes we get, you know, we just think of one area and we sort of forget about something else. And this area, it's perfect for this. It's just right for this whole concept. Perfect. So we appreciate you so much sharing. Is there anything else
Did you
you'd
have
like to
anything else
provide
you wanted
and
to
share with
share?
us, or feel like
Post Office Box 27, Graniteville.
She still wants a big check, though.
Okay. We promise.
No,
we'll
come
put
see
it-
us. Please.
Just come and visit the building,
yes.
right?
Oh my goodness, yes.
So that's I should have
And-
asked. How does that work if someone, like, is someone here? Or is
Right.
it kind of like you just
It
need
really-
to contact?
Right now, if you want to come, you'll get the VIP treatment. So text, we'll make an appointment and make sure that.
And that's all on your
you have
website,
the-
if I remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we don't have guaranteed coverage. Now, after the opening next week, we're hoping to have staffing so that this wonderful exhibit will be available if educators want to do field trips or, you know, bring their kids. Anybody wants to bring their kids down, we will make sure that that is a possibility. And the website will indicate what the hours are, because right now we're recruiting reliable volunteers and so that we can actually follow through on what we're committing to, because it is right now all about feeling inspired and dedicated to help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you guys, and I love your vision, and I love that you brought it here, and I think it's going to be great for the area. So,
Well,
Thank you.
we need to close it out.
yeah.
With our,
If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our current and future videos. Remember, it's your home, your lifestyle, and
we are your real estate team.